Good evening and welcome to MCC UK. Another Tuesday night here again. We've got tonight with us, we've got Jordy Dave.
Evening.
We've got Dano's Universe.
Hey.
And we've got a guest on with us tonight, Lindsay's Bill, the Mad Dog.
Hello.
So how are we all?
Yeah, we're good.
Not too bad.
Unfortunately, Hawks isn't with us tonight because he's at Harry Potter World, enjoying himself. And Dave, DS Models, has some family problems, so he's dealing with that tonight. So unfortunately, he can't make it either. But I'm sure if they can watch it in the background, they will be doing.
And as usual, Josh is at work.
Well, can't help being at work.
Nope. That's the trouble with poor Josh. He never gets a Tuesday off.
Well. So, Jordy, do you want to start with the chat?
Yep. Okay, we'll start off with I've got Julian Dots as a start.
Yep.
All right, so Julian says, good evening, Dano, and everyone in chat.
Hey, man.
Hi, Gillian.
She says, good evening, David, everyone in chat. And good evening, Mark, and everyone in chat. And D goes evening, Mark.
Evening, D.
D goes Gillian Dots, good evening. Gillian goes evening to D. And we'll have Atul saying evening, Gillian and Jodie, Dave, plus the usual suspects of the other channels.
Hi, Atul.
Hey, pal.
Hi, Atul. And we'll have Mark's Hobbies, hi, one and all.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, Mark Hobbies.
And we'll have David Markey, evening, Lindsay.
Hello, David.
And David Markey goes, evening, folks. Hi, David.
Hi, David.
And we'll have Dave Mark. Good evening, Marks, Dave, Jodie, Holix, Dano. Have a great stream tonight. Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hello.
Hi, Dave.
And Dave Mark goes, good evening, Gillian, D, Mark. And Atul says, evening, Lindsay.
Evening, Apple.
Dave Mark goes, hello, Lindsay.
Hello there.
Gillian goes, hello, Lindsay.
Hello, Gillian.
Atul goes, Dave Morley goes, hello to Atul. Dave Morley goes, hello to Mark.
Hi, David.
Scale Model Ninja, good evening. Hi, Scale Model Ninja.
Evening, Scale Model Ninja.
Evening.
And Dave Markey goes, hello, Jodie. Hi. And Dave goes, hello, Dano.
Hey, Dave.
And Atul goes, evening, Mark, Dano, Lindsay, and David Markey.
Hi, Atul again.
And Atul goes, evening to D. And we'll have Frankie D Models. Ahoy, chaps. You're looking great. Love the live streams. Working on my 1974 Rebel 132 Bowfighter. Nice.
Hi, Frankie.
Hey, thank you.
Hi. Gillian goes, good evening to Atul. And we'll have Stephen Owen. Hi, everyone. Hi, Stephen.
Hey, Stephen.
Hi, Steve.
And Dave Mack goes, hi, Steve-O. Scale Model Ninja, good evening, old Kodja and the young ones. Hello.
Hello, Ross.
And we'll have Ryan, Scale Model World. Hello. Hi, Ryan.
Hello, Ryan.
And Gillian goes, good evening, Mark. Mark, I think that's Hobbies, is it? Or Huddle? Mark,
Yes.
Huddle.
Mark's Hobbies.
Mark's Hobbies. And we'll have Atul say hi, Dave Mack. Gillian says, good evening, Dave Mack. Mack Builds. Dave Mack goes, hi, Scale Model Ninja. Margie goes, hello, Frankie. Dave Margie goes, hello, Ryan. Steve Owen goes, hi, Dave Mack Builds. Oh, any more? Oh, a few more. All that stuff. How do Ross? Ryan goes, hi, David. Scale Model goes, hi, Dave. Atul goes, Frankie evening. Ryan goes, what's on the bench tonight, lads? Not much for me. Atul goes, hi, Stephen. Atul goes, hi, Ryan. Gillian goes, good evening, Steve Owen. Back to the higher. And I'll store it there.
Okay. Right. Well, we have got some emails from Steve O tonight. But what we'll do is we'll go around the benches first of all, see what everybody's working on, and then I'll bring up the emails from Steve O. So if you want to go cameras down, I see Dano's already there, and so is Lindsay. So I will go to our guest tonight to see what Lindsay's working on. So, hello, Lindsay.
I knew you'd pick on me first. Okay, so I've been in the work in progress drawers. I pulled this out. It's been in this kind of state for a couple of years. So it's a 1/24 scale Italieri Opal Blitz.
Ooh.
It's got some fitting issues, so I'm going to try and sort the fitting issues out tonight. And hopefully, if I can do that, I can start doing a little bit of painting, where I shall start doing the interior. So, yeah. I mean, it's all in primer. So, not on your plank, that's it. It's all in primer. But the fitting issues, there's a bit of a springy on it across the front here. So I may have to do a little bit of alteration to get it to sit right. But originally the bonnet was attached to this. That's how they come. So I had to dissect that, pull the bonnet away, because I want to display the engine.
Yeah.
This is the engine. So, yeah. So that's what I should be doing tonight.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go over to Dano's universe. So, Dano, what are you working on?
One of these gunmen ones, or whatever they're called.
The Gundam.
Yeah. I haven't done one before, so I thought I'd give it a go. My dad done one the other week, so.
Can you bring the box a little bit closer so we can see?
Yeah, I'll go. That's the one
Wow. That looks like fun.
Yeah. I've already looked at through the instructions to see what it's like, so just too difficult.
I think you'll enjoy that, Dano.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. A lot of stuff to cut off screws, but no glue.
Okay, so I'll come over to Geordie Dave.
Well, like Lindsay, I'm getting something out that I needed to finish. People will recognise Doll's House because we're moved and it's been sitting in the bedroom all the time, which has been forgot about. And when I thought I've got now to do tonight because I've got now to spray it, you're going to say, well, you're not fancy finishing soon. Starting to get my Doll's House finished. So I said, right, fair enough. So I'm going to be putting the tiles on this roof so that they fit on. So
nice one.
I've got issue 20 to do on the Doll's House. Once I've got that done, I don't think I'll get into that tonight, but I might get some of it started.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay, so myself. So I am nearly finished with this kit now. This is the Titanic 1/200 scale searcher. I've got some more bits to put on top here, which I've already painted because we painted them in, I think it's stages 1 and 2. So I've actually been working on this over the last few days, over the weekend and stuff, just to get it to the point where it is now. And then I'm hopefully can get majority of the bits on tonight. I might look at doing the decals tomorrow on the PPM stream. So that is me, depending on how much I get done.
Are you going to put that in a diorama, like we Lindsay just been talking about?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but I'd like to put it maybe in a diorama once I've done the trumpeter Titanic. So, but I mean, after that, I have a kit Sprue sent me last year, and I really want to concentrate on that. And then I've got another kit from Lindsay that sent me, and I really want to get on with that as well. Now the weather's getting better, I can start priming stuff. So, okay, I'll just catch up with this chat then before we go to the emails. So, we've got Sprue and Glue in who says, hi, Mark, Lindsay, Georgie, Dana, and chat. Hi, Sprue.
Hi, Sprue.
Hello, Spirit.
We've got Ryan Scale Model World who says, nice truck.
Yeah, good.
David Markey says, hello, David. And Stephen Owen says, hi, Gillian, Dots, and Athel. Okay. A couple more have just come in. Ryan Scale Model says, hi, Sprue. And Athel says, evening, Sprue. So I'm going to bring up the emails tonight. Now, three of these are from Steve-O. We haven't got DS models with us tonight, so if I butcher any public transport buses, then I do apologise, because we haven't got our regular expert panelist on here. Okay, so this is from Steve-O, says, hi and hello everyone. A few more have been done and I send them on separate emails. This is the North Chord Enviro 400 double-decker based on a Arriva Merseyside fleet, done as a heritage livery of Ribble on Merseyside. So let's have a look.
Nice.
Very nice.
What a rating on the back there.
Yeah.
Lovely job, that.
A lot of work in there. And that's them.
7-day ticket, £16. I'm paying £17.50.
Nice work, Steve. Okay, I'll go to the next email. Mark that one. Okay, so he says, next on the list is a Volvo right body single decker based on the Go Ahead fleet. This is the latest training bus livery. Donor model is a Corgi. This has been done for a driving instructor who uses the real bus in his day-to-day job and will be displayed on his desk at work here in the Northwest. I removed the cab door and fitted an instructor chair next to the driver's cab as the real bus. Ah. Stands out, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I like that on the back. Have patience. Awesomeness takes time. Oh, like hero in training. Yeah. Actually, I applied to be a bus driver once and they told me I was too overqualified after being a driving instructor.
Tell you what, they would have took you on now because they're desperate for them.
Yeah. That's really nice work. Nice one, Steve. Okay, and we'll go to the last one. Okay, so next one is Corgi Models, Leyland Links. This casting is well over 20 years plus, but still popular with modelers today, based on Greater Manchester Buses livery and done for a collector for his model railway layout, where all his models show Manchester destinations, Steve-O. You need to ask Steve-O, Dave, where you could get that, what we were looking at the other night that you want to do.
What, the bus, what, Newcastle United used it the 69 for the Bears Cup?
Yeah, you might know.
I still got a picture of it.
I might have.
You want me to show it?
Yeah, I'm nearly
What's
done with it. So yeah, well done, Steve. That looks really nice. Great work as always. Okay, so let me just refresh. No, nothing else has come in. Okay. Yeah, if you want to bring it up, Dana.
Yep. There we go.
No, that's it. Oh,
Can you see it?
You zoom in a bit.
Oh,
I think it has EEC on say.
Can't seem to zoom in on this one. I'll just that down. Just see if I could download it as well. There it is. That was on Facebook, so. Oh, there we go. That big enough?
Wasn't huge.
Oh, you haven't seen it. Hang on. That's why. Can you see it now?
Yeah. Do you know what we can post that is, Steve? Because I'm going to look for one because I fancy doing that. That was the first cup 1969 when Newcastle won.
It's been transferred from black and white to colour.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Mark transferred the colours. Because when that was, there's a story behind that bus. When it finished doing that, my dad drove for more deals and he ended up with that bus fitted more deals. So
that driver's thinking, where's the nearest bridge?
that driver's called Bobby Green. He worked for more deals with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
He was the official Newcastle United bus driver.
Okay.
So I don't know if Steve knows what bus make a bus that is. I think it's an AEC. I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll just catch up with this chat.
I'm going to say, do you want us to do the chat?
Oh yeah, you can do. Go for it.
Okay. Dear Mac, get back up. Dear Mac says, nice work, Steve. Ryan Scale Model goes, nice model. Attle goes, I'm paying $3.15 for one journey to town, so £16 for 7 days. I could do with. Do you not get the air cheap? You've not got the cheap fares where we pay a maximum of the maximum you pay is $2.50 and you can travel all over the country for that. You know, per journey. Brian Skin, what is that coach bus? Chobberton Junction. Hi, Lindsay.
Hello, CJ.
Hi, Chobberton.
Hi, Chobberton.
Hey.
And Chobberton says hi to everyone. Ryan Skin Model goes, nice bus. Steve Wood says, I've seen similar coaches as a resident kid. If you can get the registration number, I can look up the vehicle. Okay. Well, I'll have to try to zoom in to find that. And Ryan again. So what we're making tonight, lads? Mark will probably go around again later, but another one come in. Hi there, Tony. So JJ found the birdseed. Then I brought you over here. Okay, I'll store that, leave that like that. As I say, well, I'm working on the waste doors house, which I never got to finish because it's moved and it just got put in the bedroom that you got been forgot about.
fine. Ian Campbell's in saying, evening all, just to fly past, hope all is well. Hi, Ian, welcome.
Hi, Ian.
Hope you're doing okay.
You can't see the wrench on that picture. Oh, but I've got it here.
Are you?
Yeah, on the news article that I've got.
Mm.
It is CNL 705D. That's the news article about it.
Do you want to put it in the comment?
In the chat.
I just put it in the post comment. Then Steve will see it.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Denmarkville says, evening, Ian. Athol says, hi, Ian. That's Dino Universe with the registration number. Mark Summit says, hi, Dee and Dave and Gillian. And Ryan says, I made an Airfix Lamborghini. Wow.
Nice. I've got a Lego Lamborghini to build.
Why did you not build that instead of going for the Gundam?
Because I want to do it as a video build, owner. I'm just trying to time to start it. I got it as a Christmas Secret Santa.
I've got a real one sitting in the garage, but they said I can't drive it because it will snap my body in half with the G-force. Said I'm too old. Cheek on it, eh? Right.
Well, apparently, if you can't get a driving license in this country, because you can go over to Zimbabwe, bribe a test over there because they'll take bribes. Come back over here, and after 3 months, put it in and you get your license.
You still have to take a British license, though, don't you?
Yeah.
No, what the say is no, they'll give you your British license after 3 months.
Exchange it.
Exchange it.
That's only if you're on a European license.
No, it's a loophole, and a lot of people have been doing it.
My name's Bruce.
The saying, get it if you're having trouble, get it down now before the government close the loophole down. I don't know if Zimbabwe has got British what you call it or something. Not a
Multitask. Which one do you like the most, Ryan, on the Airfix starter kits? I actually bought one of my grandsons one of those. Quite enjoyed building it. Because they're all clicked together, aren't they? Them ones.
oh, is that the click kits?
Yeah.
Because you can't get the starter kits on the 172 starter kits where you get paint and glue and all that with them.
Okay. Ryan says tough choice. He likes them all then. Can't say he's a blaming.
I'm finding 172 getting too small now for my eyes.
So if you had to make a quick decision, Ryan, what would it be? Without it being a tough choice. Multitask.
Been long so long, so I've used Bostic Blue for a long time. It's bloody, oh, it's bloody give it making it hard.
I used to go for the AMT in cars. 124 scale and 132.
Okay. Catch up this chat. So Ryan Scale Model says, I like the Airfix car starter set. And Ryan Scale Model World says, tough choice. Yeah, try doing the whatever 172 Willys Jeep. You go boss-eyed. Well, I did.
I've got that to do. I've got one of them in my stash, Dave. What is it?
I made one of them years ago, still got it.
So, Do you just work a certain scale, Lindsay? No.
I try to stick to 1/24th, 1/35th, and 1/350. The eyeballs can't take the small stuff anymore. It's bad enough trying to do photo etch.
Yeah, I've usually worked 172, but as I say, the eyesight's just can't see the bits now. The only trouble is when you move up a scale, it's finding somewhere to put them.
Yeah, that's true.
Plenty of room round at Dano's.
Now, why should I put all my models in Dano's?
Not you that puts all your models at Dano's. You just come home from work and they mysteriously disappear.
Yeah. Yeah, Dano goes, oh, that's a nice model. And his mother says, hey, yeah, just take it.
What you don't know is Dano knows that.
I don't take model.
Your dad doesn't need it anymore, he's built it.
Yeah, I bet he did that with the Millennium Falcon, Dano.
No.
It's not repaired after I snapped it off.
I really do like my trumpeter 1/200 scale ships.
I've never built one, Mark, to be honest.
5 minutes, wait.
I really want to do. I want to do another one, but next time I want to do a military ship where there's not so many flipping colours on them.
Yeah.
Because I've done so many ships now with different colours. I just want one where I don't have to worry about the colour. I can just worry about the detail.
All right. You won't find many of them about.
I would like to do the trumpeter a bit more. Just put the black and white stripes all the way on, not like the horse cat one where it's only got the black and white stripes halfway up.
And I'd like to do what Dave Mack's done, like the Enterprise.
The aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
Try again.
I'd love to do an aircraft carrier.
Yeah,
I built the Orc Roy when I was a kid.
was that the 1600 one Airfix?
Yeah.
Build the hood.
Okay. Steve says, can't find anything yet on the web. Can you, Mark, send me the photo again and what year?
Well, that bus was the first cup was 1969.
It's a bit
I'll dig out the photograph of it and I'll send it to you, Steve.
All right. Okay, Steve, so Jordan will send it, yeah.
And I'll get Daddy can send us the one in the paper, so he's got the front end of it as well.
Yeah.
What it was, doesn't see it's. Yeah, I don't know how old the bus was when it was used for the football thing, but I know 1969 was when it was used for the first cup.
It's a shame that they didn't use it again.
All right. Well, you've read out, Steve, so I'll go Mark's hobbies. Thumbs up.
Thank you, Mark.
Dave, Mark, come on, get on. I'll be doing more on the Enterprise late afternoon after the Australian truck, hopefully.
Fantastic.
And Sprue goes, Lindsay, have you finished yet?
Never finished, bro. Never finished.
And Dave Max says, still loads of PE to go on the island. Have they brought out a model of the new aircraft carriers we have, the Queen Elizabeth?
It tends to be a while before they'll bring something like that out.
That's a massive aircraft carrier.
Come on, Sprue. You know I'm an old age pensioner. It takes me ages to do stuff. I think you see the last one I did of these, didn't you, Mark? You know, that red wrecker truck.
Yes.
Yeah, it turned out quite nice, I did. That was all rattle can sprayed, that was. Just take a little bit off the front of that. Just a tad.
Yeah, well, I got my next set of Nissans the day, so it's at delivery tomorrow, but it come the day. No, I've got the 66 man to start yet.
Fits now. Sure, there was a headboard for this. Got a mask on like that. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, these are the sort of things I can get on with, these work in progress builds on other people's streams.
Well, you can just kick back. It's not like the PPM where you've got to do the chat and...
Yeah. Just kick back and relax. And have a Cadbury's caramel. Wahoo! You have to excuse me, people. I'm as nutty as a fruitcake. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just putting into Geordie Dave's channel, my channel, and Dano's channel the link for Lindsay's channel. And then I'll try and do the same over on Lindsay's channel.
I've still got that Bedford truck to finish, you know.
Oh, the one that you started with Horlicks and Dave. And then on Lindsay's channel is Dano's Universe channel, Geordie Dave's channel, and mine. If anybody wants to take have a look. Mark says, is anyone doing the power mod for the Nissan? I can do power mods quite easily. They are quite easy to do, actually. I just need to know the GST connector coming off the battery box and what the voltage is coming from the battery box, and it's easy enough to do.
The battery box is in a stupid place in this one. It's about, I can actually show you where the battery box is. Alright. Go for cam on me. Where am I? Right. There's the battery box. So you can see why people probably want some sort of mod, because that's tight in. It takes 4. Looks like the AAA batteries. And the wire that comes off it is... I've got to look, I've got other wires off here for that.
So that'll need 6 volts.
Right, that's a switch wire. That's a battery wire. That's a type of connector, the little... You see it, Mark?
Yeah.
That's a connector.
Easy enough to do.
So,
Sorry, I'm just seeing Mark's Hobbies comment saying, I got it from Ian, but don't know how it goes. Right. Mark, I'm going to send you an image to show you how it goes, because I believe I've got your email address. So I'm going to send you an email, and it should explain how it goes together. Mod. The spell diagram, I'm sorry. Attach files, desktop, open. Right, sent.
I'm just masking this wood deck off at the moment. This is something I did myself. This is what they call spruce wood that I laid in here.
All right.
Yeah, spruce wood. You know what they build ships from?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. I bought a job lot. You know the Endeavour,
Yes.
the wooden ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my cousin, he started collecting it, and I think he got about just over halfway through it, and suddenly he passed away.
Oh no.
So his wife let me buy all the wood spruce off her.
Do you know, I give that half built and the Victory half built away.
More
And I
skills.
don't know because they said they would build them, and I don't know whether they built them or not. They never
No, they
come
gave
back.
it away.
Eh?
They gave it away, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
So you don't know whether whoever he got away, whether they built them.
Nope. But I think he sold it. Because that's what he does.
So I'll give him them for now
Oh.
to figure out for modelling, and he sells them.
Yep.
It doesn't offer you now.
Nope.
Sounds like somebody's fucking liberties.
That's going to be the worst part, masking off under there. It's going to be a nightmare. Nightmare.
Right. Mark's Hobbies, thanks. Thanks, Mark. No problem, Mark's Hobbies. Happy to help.
I'll watch the chat now because I'm just sitting because I'm waiting for glue to dry. I'm going to get and fit that on the side of it.
Okay, we're all caught up with chat, so
I'll just sit and smoke and watch it news. Well, vaping.
Makes a change to me to do out some proper modelling, isn't it, this last couple of weeks? Instead of doing Warhammer.
I'm actually, what them like? I was thinking of getting them to learn to paint with.
What Warhammer?
No, once you're stuck in for life, from what I know.
Oh, yeah. Once you start buying them, you fall in a big rabbit hole, Geordie. Don't even go there, mate.
Do you play the game, or do you just paint and build them?
I just paint and build the figures, Dano. No, I don't have anything to do with playing the game.
No, I was just thinking of stuff to fill in when I'm like now when I've got sort of stuff waiting to be spray painted, and I've got to get outside to do it. Something that I can sit and hand paint.
The figures are good. The trouble is, it's like I said, it can get like a rabbit hole if you're not careful. I fell down it. Well, I say I fell down it. I was like somebody in the bottom there dragged me down it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't get back up again.
But I bet it's improved your painting a lot.
I use the Citadel paints that they actually do for Warhammer, and they are really good paints, Geordie. They are hand brush paints, and you can actually spray them.
It's just that I've painted like figures of soldiers, but I'd like to know how to do all this highlighting and stuff like that.
I mean, you can always buy yourself a starter set. They do a starter set for £22, Space Marines, and they're simple. They're just like 2 or 3 colours. They are so simple to do. That's what I started off with, was the starter set.
Yeah.
And it's like I say, then it got out of control.
Like any hobby.
Very, but it is expensive, believe me. Once you come away from them starter sets, they are very expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Dave Max says, I'm going to say good night, guys. I'm up at 5 in the morning. It's Bury Market Day again. It's been a great stream, and your bills are brilliant. I'll catch you tomorrow night, all in chat.
Night, Dave Mac.
Bye, Dave Max. See you tomorrow night.
Sprue goes, Mark, you've missed a bit.
I wish. I've gone
And
through it.
Sprue goes, Lindsay, you're jumped in head first.
Yeah. It's your fault, Dave. I'll blame Sprue. Sprue and Ross. People who don't know who Ross is, that's Scale Model Ninja.
Yeah, but Lindsay, they didn't exactly drag you down to the Warhammer shop.
Does Sprue do the Warhammer, does he?
Yeah, he does.
Now
We even got Dave Mack into it.
I can honestly say we've lived in this house with a Warhammer shop in our town for a year and 3 months, and I have yet to go in it.
And you never been tempted?
No.
But if you never been tempted, because there's the one in the town and I've been in, because they do excellent brushes if you need some hand brushes.
No, not after I've seen everybody else go down the rabbit hole.
And I've used their white undercoat, the big spray tins. I think I've tried 1 or 2 Citadel paints because
I've got some in that dwarf thing.
I've never tried airbrushed with them. Do they need thin down much? The Citadel ones.
No, I think you can more or less paint from the pot.
Yeah, that's it.
They're not that thin.
Mm.
I
Bit
don't
of
know. Done them years ago. I think we just had the pot and just paid straight from the pot.
Yeah.
The best
What, straight into an airbrush?
Oh, with an airbrush, I think you would have to thin them down. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to thin it down with an airbrush, otherwise it won't go through the airbrush.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think they were that thin because Mark says, yeah, you can airbrush with them. I didn't think they were that thin.
I thought you were on about brush painting.
I mean, even with brush painting, you have to thin them down with water, because otherwise you'll get like thick brush marks.
Is that the trick, hand painting?
Yeah,
Thinning down with water.
yeah, thin them out with water. Even if it takes you an extra coat to do it, and it comes out nice and flat.
I can't believe I'm actually putting something on there I did in stage 1 on this build onto the actual model now. That's blooming time.
I'm enjoying building this Gumstar.
Good damn.
I'll tell you what, I'll go around the benches now. So I'll go myself first of all. So this bit here we did in steps 1 and 2, which is now on. I'm just fitting the funnels on and the bits over there at the moment. So that's coming together nicely. And so, yeah, just getting all the final bits on this. And then I've got railings to do and then hopefully work on the decals.
It looks nice build, that.
Yeah. Come over to Jordy.
Right, well, basically, I've done this. I'm waiting for it to dry so I can bring the edges down here because it's now got to be fitted before I put the other bits on.
Excellent.
And it's in the other room, so I'll not be fitting it here now. That's why I'm sitting one out to do now.
Dano?
Give me 2 minutes and I get this bit on. So I've got the head done. I'll just bring it over a bit. There we go. The arms. The body, and now I'm working on the legs.
Yeah, apparently Gundams can be addictive too.
Yeah, I can say that.
Yeah.
Once you get one, you think, well, I can't just have one, it needs a friend.
And that needs a friend.
And then that needs a friend. And then, no, they're not all friends, they're a family, so we need a family. Oh, but what about the extended family?
Well, Rob pitched my Gundam, I've done.
That reminds me of Warhammer. That needs a friend, and that needs a friend.
Oh, hang on, I might just do a diorama. Okay, I'll come over to Lindsay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, at the moment, sorted the fitting issues out on that. But that sits nicely now.
Yeah.
So I am now just masking off this. I've got the rest of this to do here, then the underneath, and then it can have its coat of whatever colour I'm going to do it on the framework. So,
Nice.
Do you go all out with weather it as well?
no, this one's going to be a civilian. It's going to be a civilian truck. It'll be a shiny. So that's what I am doing.
I'm actually going to look for one of them Bedford trucks that you and David have done. Fancy the
The wrecker.
The wrecker.
Okay. Athos says, Geordie, quoting Duncan Rhodes, 2 thin coats should suffice, but an additional coat never hurts.
Hmm.
And Athos says, Mark, it all started out with gnomes. One was never enough, had to be friends of friends.
Don't get on about gnomes. Daddy will be saying, well, we'll need them for the allotment.
We do need some for the pond.
No, what you need for the pond is a herring,
Yeah.
which will stop any other birds coming down and eating anything in the pond.
No, I want to put a windmill next to me pond.
And a lighthouse.
You can have a little gnome with a fishing rod.
Yep. I found some good gnomes, like.
Yeah, rude ones.
What's wrong with them ones?
Just down there to find the only rude gnomes.
Now, why can't we have them in the allotment? No, he sees it. On YouTube.
Well, I'm just about to say what happens with your YouTube videos on them.
And TikTok.
Oh, well, you can get away with anything on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, my holidays are nearly finished. Back to work Friday.
So I'm back to work tomorrow. You've got extra days.
You had Sunday off, didn't you? I didn't.
That was part of my holiday. Technically,
Yeah,
yesterday and today. So Sunday was the last day of my holidays, and then today are just 2 days off.
Yeah. Well, today is my day off. I don't go in on Friday.
And then I'm not back off until Monday. So I've got Monday and Tuesday off.
Well, I've got to work early Friday. I've got to take him to see a comedian. So I've heard a lot of rubbish.
Mm.
Well, at least I'll get paid from 6:30 instead of 8 o'clock. And don't forget, on Saturday night, Sunday morning, the clocks go forward.
Oh, is that time of year already?
At last.
Aye.
And it's also that Mother's Day.
Yeah. Well, I've got flowers to get tomorrow to take my mother's. Yeah, it's great because that night I'm usually on a 13-hour shift. It'll be a 12-hour shift.
Yeah, but you'll be moaning when the clocks go back because you'll be
I've
saying,
done that now because after
I'll be on a
14-hour shift.
13-hour shift. Now I'm on a 14-hour shift.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that one. You think, oh, great, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, then you're looking down, bloody still 1 o'clock in the morning. I thought it was 1 o'clock in the morning a minute ago.
Then all night you're looking at your clock going, you know what, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, but it should be 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. And you think I should be away home now, and you're not. I'm still sitting here for another hour.
Because I went on holiday this time last week.
It's bloody flew over.
Die. But we've got a lot done down the allotment.
Yeah, we'll get a lot of the allotment. That's one good thing. Still a lot more to do. And the growing season's getting Closer and closer.
And then went to the Metal Tower there Saturday.
Mm.
That was fun. We went to McDonald's.
Aye. He works at McDonald's when he's day off. He's still helping people in McDonald's.
What
I didn't know what he was doing.
What was he
The
doing?
blinking-
Clearing
There was a
tables?
wo-
One at a time, one at a time.
Did you go in there, Dano, and they say, "Oh, can you just clear a few tables for us?"
No.
No. We went to the machine. There was a woman in the front of the machine, and the McDonald's bloke was there trying to help, but he hadn't a clue what to do. So Danny stood in and says, "Oh, you do this, do that, and do that."
Well, I would have done that anyway, and I don't even work for McDonald's.
But
Yeah.
the guy stood and went, right. And it's
Well,
walked off.
the McDonald's guy was there. Was supposed to be helping her. Walked off.
Well, he won't get a good review, will he?
No.
I'll be pulled into office saying, "How come an employee who was not on shift ended up helping and you didn't?"
Well, that McDonald's doesn't even know that work at McDonald's.
So basically, how did a member of public know how to do all that? And you didn't.
Well, they must have known you worked at McDonald's because I bet you used your discount.
Yeah, the machine I did. Yeah.
But this woman was before us when he was helping her. Anyhow, he doesn't get the discount on the meals, I like. Doesn't get a discount on a Mac, on a Mac Philly.
No.
I'm very reluctant to eat McDonald's now after I found a foreign body in one of my burgers.
Oh, what foreign body was that?
Well, it was a short and curly hair.
Oh,
It either come from somebody's beard or down below, I think.
Somebody didn't have the face mask on.
Yep.
They're supposed to wear a net if they're going to be on.
Aye.
Dirty little rats.
so it must have come from down below then if they weren't wearing a, yeah.
Straight in the bin, the whole lot. I don't eat it no more.
No, I've got to wear the head things and yard. I'm out there front, so I don't wear anything like that. Because I'm getting shaved. I haven't got long enough hair.
So I buy cheeseburgers now from the chippy. Yeah. They're a lot better and all. At least they're proper burgers.
We've got another American one in Newcastle called Wendy.
Oh, what, Wendy's?
Yeah.
I tried that.
They've just started introducing them into the country, haven't they?
Yeah.
I don't think we've got one yet, Geordie.
They're not bad. I would say the chips are better than what you get in McDonald's and Burger King and KFC.
Well, the McDonald's chips looks as though they've had a few on the night out, don't they? I'm waiting for Sprue to come out with a comment in chat now.
I sprue McDonald's, man.
Lindsay,
Yeah,
don't ask what additive they put in the mayo.
yeah. Yeah, because he knows I have mayo, you see.
I don't like mayo.
Oh,
I'm allergic to eggs, but apparently they say you can get plant-based mayo now.
yeah.
Well, I had for me tea the night because I've done them old El Paso tacos.
Got to ask you, did Gillian have one, or she said it was foreign?
No, Gillian had two.
Is that a shock from Dano there?
Yeah.
That's only that. It's only mince with their taco stuff put in and put cheese and lettuce in and tomatoes in. She just didn't have the best part of it, the salsa sauce on the top. Oh, I'm not trying the salsa sauce. She says, why? What makes it?
Yeah.
One time she wouldn't eat pizzas because she said it was foreign that she hadn't wanted. Oh, I like these.
Which one had certain one? She won't have any. She only has the cheese one.
Ah,
A margarita.
Yep.
she doesn't like them from Cuso around here because his margaritas are spicy.
It's just one
Depends
margarita.
what you put in the tomato sauce.
Could be spicy cheese.
You'll actually find it's what's in the tomato sauce, not the cheese.
Uh,
The cheese is pretty normal from place to place. It's what they actually put in the tomato sauce. They might spice it. Most places tend to just buy it in instead of make their own. Sprue says it's a little salty.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what he's on about.
What, mac chips?
Oh, shut up, computer.
What was that?
My computer.
Oh,
Well, that was his microwave going off.
I don't have a microwave up here yet.
Yet.
have you got one of them beer coolers yet?
No.
We've got a kettle up there.
No. Got a kettle?
That's what I'm saying. You got a kettle up there?
Yeah.
Oh, I could have a kettle in your model room.
It's an old kettle, but it does when you need to do what do you call it? When you need to do wheels on the tires on wheels.
Well, you've not got a fridge there, a little fridge to put your milk in.
No.
And you pop in.
No, I can't go that far. Julie won't let me.
Oh, I'd have a fridge in maybe if I had me. I'd have Rob has one in his bedroom.
Fridge.
I'd have a little fridge in.
Fridge, microwave, beer cooler.
Yeah. The beer cooler type, that's the type I would have in my room.
Well, that's my problem. If I had a fridge, it'd be mainly filled with beer.
Well, you can fill it with pop. You don't have to use that anymore.
You always have an espresso machine, mate.
I just walk from the door beside us, and I'm in the kitchen, so then I get myself a can. Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do this two-tone brown or a light brown and a cream. Cream on the top and the light brown on the bottom. Do a half and half on the cab. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm. Proper old school. And I'll have some decals made up for it as well. With the
That's the thing when you do. That's the thing when you do civilian vehicles, you can colour them whatever you want, can't you?
yeah, you can, mate. I'm not much of a person for making army trucks and stuff like that, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like making military stuff, but I do like my civilian stuff. So I shall spray it in rattle cans. So I'll send Mark a photograph, Geordie, and you can show you the last one I made. Not sure whether you've seen it, to be honest. A lot of other people have. I've got to find it first. There's a lot of photos of him. It's mostly all Warhammer in here. There we go. Send you some pictures, Mark. Show Geordie.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
That's the last Opal Blitz I built in 1/24th. It's got a scratch-built body on it with an MH crane.
Okay. Here we go. There we go. Oh, wow. There you go.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, that's the last one I built. So like I say, it's a scratch-built body with an MH crane.
Nice.
And it's got a wood deck on it as well, same as this one.
Mm. There we go.
Silence is golden, Spruce says. Golden.
So when you scratch build, do you sort of use plastic card and stuff like that?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I used Plasticard. Actually, the frame underneath, what I did, I cut all this out and used some of the frame, and then I used Plasticard for the base, the headboard, sideboards, and all that, and also the toolbox. I copied the toolbox from one of the Empire ones. It wasn't hard. Silence is golden. Yeah, we're over halfway anyway. Oh, that's Bruce. No ever mate called Spruce. Come on. Oh, Chatland's quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, he does, but this time quietens down a bit.
Don't forget to put your thumbs up, boys and girls. To show appreciation for the MCC UK. Ah, Spruce building. What you're building, Spruce? I bet he's building blocks.
Spruce says the flues on the yeah,
On the flues on the Virag.
right.
which is a ship. Doing the snapping bits. You can tell how long this has been in the work in progress drawer. It's getting a bit fragile. It's a bit too much. Big. Well, I'm good at snapping bits off today.
Oh, I'm famous for that.
No, I did it earlier with the Graf Zeppelin.
Yeah.
It's the second time I've done it with this build. I snapped that bit off earlier, and that's why you see me drilling. Putting the bracing bar in it. Okay.
Spruce says, has Geordie fell asleep? Is now snoring. Athel says, Celia is doing her dots, wolf family, and I was undercoating burnt umber onto the pauldron of my Wolfguard McLaren Marine.
Nice.
I have breathing problems. That's why I snore. And the weight doesn't help neither. But hopefully soon, once they get us on this CPAC, it should help improve. I won't be tired all the time and Mary's baby. Yeah. Do a lot more walking and get some of this weight off us.
I don't think I could sleep with a mask on my face or even on my nose.
Tell her that, or tell her that, I mean, serious, or else, I mean, as I say,
Yeah, you can be in serious trouble if you stop at night.
well, well, what they've taught us today, the average person stops breathing 5 times.
Yeah.
When they sleep. I'm 74 times.
Wow. That's a little bit too many, isn't it, really?
Uh-huh. I stop breathing 74 times a night. That's on a 6-hour sleep.
Well, I can imagine it'd be like if you had 10.
And that's why I'm tired, and I never go into a deep sleep.
No.
That's why I'm tired all the time.
Yeah.
I can just sit. If I go over and sit on that settee now, nice and comfortable, I just drop off. I fall asleep on buses.
Yeah.
And I just don't have the energy.
Mm. Don't they normally give you a pacemaker to regulate that?
No, they put us on a CPAC,
All right.
and then after a couple of months, I'll go down and see how that's doing for us.
Yeah.
Plus, because I'm getting out of breath a lot, he either want us to go and see my doctor to see about getting me lungs checked.
Yeah. Might see if you got COPD.
Aye. That's cool if it's something with your lungs.
Yeah.
Long as I don't have to flip and pack my job in. I don't want to get permanent sick. But with my job being such an easy job, I shouldn't have to, because I'm just basically just sitting in the house looking after somebody.
Yeah.
And when they, during the night, I've got to just go and turn them during the night.
And fall asleep.
If they need to go to the toilet, I've got to hoist them and all that, but that's fall between on the night shifts.
Nice. No, you just sit there and fall asleep.
Yeah, I do. And I think a lot of it's to do at work. A lot of it's to do with sheer boredom. That's why I was thinking of looking at them. Just talking about the Warhammer.
Yeah.
That I could have took some paints to work. Warhammer and sit at the table at work and do stuff like that to keep us something to do.
Yeah.
Because the television's just rubbish during the night. And I think just sitting, and then if I'm not watching the television, I'm watching YouTube on the iPad, and that makes us fall asleep.
Yeah.
Watching it. Whereas if I sit concentrating, painting something, more than that.
Well, I've done the gunshot thing. Finished it.
Even one of them, I did get some gun done, set them to work.
Aye.
If I had been a driver, I had a car, I'd take my models to work. Need them modelling at work. So you finished, Darryl?
Yeah. You have a look.
I would see I'm finished with this roof. I've just got it now, just go and fit it onto it.
I'll put my scalp on there first for you so you can see it.
Well, when Lindsay and Mark are finished what they do, they'll go around unless you're going off now because you've got work tomorrow.
I'm going to jump in the bath and all that in a minute.
Alright, so
that's what. I'm finished.
brilliant.
Looks cool.
Aye. Mm-hmm.
Quite happy with that.
I'm going to have to get some.
I'm going to get a little bed. I think it's actually based on a comic book as well. A Chinese comic book.
So that one was only 10 quid?
No, that one was $6.99.
Do you know the one that I built?
Yeah.
That was £22.
Yeah, there was. It depends what size you go for and what. Then you know how on airfish kits you've got grades. how difficult they are.
So,
So it depends what grade you go for and how difficult it is and how big they are. It's how much they cost.
I wonder how Josh is getting on with my challenge.
Would may see some pictures.
When I see we work next week, I'll ask him if he's done any more of it, any
Yep.
painting of it. Because as I say, it's the lifeboat in it.
We went to Greenwich to pick it up.
So are you getting off now, Dan, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to get myself sorted for tomorrow. Deciding me work stuff, so I just need to get myself shaved.
I'll meet you in the town.
Right.
I've got to get you Nana some flowers.
Aye.
When you got here.
Yep. Aye. Then night, everybody.
Night,
Bye.
Right. Catch you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Then there was 3.
Right, let's go through the chat. Right. Spruce is silence. Spruce is building. I think you've read this, have you? The flu's on the voyage. You fell asleep.
He's disappeared, I think.
Have you read this one from Otto? Celia's down her dots.
Yes.
All right. I got same here, Dave. By Sprue. And Athol goes by Dano, and Sprue goes by Dano. Just if it's not started, I don't know where he's up.
Yeah, so I've been busy with someone. I'm determined to get this finished.
Carry on. I'm going nowhere.
Multitask.
All I've really got to do on this now is the railings and the decals.
Have you got it? You got any rigging if you want it?
No, there's no rigging.
What he really means, Mark's not doing any.
Hey, I don't mind doing rigging.
The real boat have had rigging on.
I enjoyed doing the Titanic rigging.
I still haven't done that yet. I've got a Bismarck to rig as well.
Weren't you building the trumpeter 1200, Mark?
Yeah, I am going to get back on that when I can. When the weather gets better.
Oh, I thought you took it down the Humber and it sunk.
Yeah, Humber's a bit too far away from me.
I find the summer months harder because I'm out more. It's the winter months I like to sit down and do my modelling. Summer months I'm down at the allotment. The lights are getting, I'm going to probably be down there later and later. So I'll tell you what, I'll be lucky if I get this Titanic finished by Christmas. And all I've got to do is rails on and the rigging.
There's never no hurry, is there?
And I've got a Bismarck sitting here, just needs the rigging done. But the thing is, they're on the shelf, and it means I've got to get Julian and Rob to help us pull them off the shelf because it's so heavy.
It's just one corner.
How did you get rung off the wife for that? You know, she says, you'll start on another model before you finish the other ones.
What's that side? I've got that paint sticking out to the other side. Which I should do not tonight. Do it another day.
I take it Athol must be north of me.
What?
Athol.
What?
He's from Scotland, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Just when he was on about the bus fares, he mustn't have what we've got in England, where we've got their special thingies on the fares.
Right. I'm going to come to full screen on me because, like I said, I've done this apart from the railings. So that is what that's looking like.
Nice boat, that.
Still need to do the decals and the railings. And I just realised I need to look at doing the stand as well that comes with it. But yeah, that's done.
Are the railings photo etched?
No. No, and I've already pre-painted the railings, so all they need is cutting and placing on. But this is finally near completion.
What scale is that?
1/200. Lindsay knows how long I've been working on that for.
So that'll go. So that'll go with your big Titanic.
Yeah, same scale.
If you should look at that at 1/200, you look at the size of the big Titanic at 1/200.
Mm. Oh, I'm gonna have to buy another cutting mat. I'm devastated.
Why you still paint on it?
No, worse.
I bet it's only got a little tiny scratch on it.
I spilled glue on it.
Ah, but was it Tech or some other glue?
It was super glue.
Let it dry.
The one time I left the lid just off slightly, just not screwed in. Thought, oh, it'll be fine, you know, I just need to glue this quickly, then I've got another bit to glue quickly. A flipping sprue knocked it over, and I got glue at the side over this way. I know it's not on camera, but it's doing my head in. It only happened last night, and it's really doing my head in already.
Whack. I'll swap your my cutting mat for yours then.
Stuff like that doesn't bother me.
Mine comes.
It's there to protect the table from.
Easy jam time.
But that's what the mat's for. It's to protect your table from getting paint on and glue on.
Look, that's where the glue ended up. And a little bit on my mouse mat. Not impressed. So I need a new cutting mat and a new mouse mat.
What?
Yeah, I'm not having that.
Well, yeah, the mouse mat okay looks a bit thin, but the cutting mat you can't see much.
What? It's clear as day. It's doing my head in.
So
Yeah,
Mark,
no, my mat don't bother me. As long as the table is protected
Doing my head in. No,
underneath it.
if you know what I'm like, you know I can't deal with that.
Especially the cost of flipping bloody replacing a cutting mat.
Go through about 2 cutting mats a year. Remember?
You want to see my green one? The one I use for painting, that's blinking got paint all over it.
I do. Once I've decommissioned one from the main build area, I do put it somewhere else, so I'll turn it over. But yeah, no, can't be doing that. That's bad. That's unacceptable.
so what happens if you spill glue on your actual bench itself? Would you rip it all out?
Well, I've got some glue remover, but I did get some on my actual bench, but luckily I've got one of them scrapers that scraped it all off for me.
But with no glue remover, would it not get it off the mat?
No. It's only really for ungluing things. Right, let me just sort myself.
I've got a green mat sitting there, it's flipping bloody. I brought that on the camera, it's flipping covered in paint. But I'd rather have that covered in paint than my desk.
You haven't seen Panda's desk.
Who's?
Athol says, I live in Aberdeen, Dave.
Ah.
And then Athol says, turn the mat over and use the side mat. No, I still know it's there. I still know it was there.
I think somebody ought to clip this.
Spruce tears there, Mark. Paint over the glue, that way you won't see it.
I'll see the paint. And then I'll know what's underneath the paint. Okay, so what I'm going to do while I'm here.
So you've got OCD?
I think so, yeah.
Sounds like you have.
It gives me I have to have in the entire house. This room has to be clean and it has to be tidy and organised. If not, my anxiety levels go through the roof.
I used to work with a lad that had OCD. He used to get changed 3 times a day.
Okay, so I'm just going to put a couple of links in. The first link I'm putting in I'm putting it on mine, Geordie's and Daniel's channel. That is a link for the PPM stream tomorrow night at 7 p.m. over on Lindsay's channel. And also what I'm going to put in, if you aren't a member, is the PPM Plastic Modelling Group over on Facebook if you are not a member also.
Yeah.
And I will put that in Lindsay's chat as well in case anybody hasn't joined.
I'll probably be watching that tomorrow on the big television.
So yeah, if you're watching on mine, Geordie's or Dano's channel, there is Lindsay's Facebook group where you can post away your photographs. Geordie, tell Dano to do that tomorrow to post some pictures of his Gundam.
Right.
On the PPM group.
Right.
Because then I can show it in the gallery tomorrow night.
I should have took a photograph of it. If I remember, I'll take a photograph of what I done for Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Then I can show it in the gallery.
I don't get in the chat, but I'm usually sitting watching on the big television.
Yeah.
So I'm usually there with you in spirit. It's like sometimes when I'm at work, I'm sitting watching Todd and all that. I want America.
You see, on a Friday, that at 2 a.m. is too late for me.
Not too late for me. I'm sitting up. I'm usually having me dinner then.
Spoon Glue says, "Oh my God, who was that? Who was what?"
Somebody went.
Might be mine.
But it wasn't me.
Oh, might be my chair because this is on its bloody way out. Both me and Julie need new computer chairs.
They're not cheap.
No. This one I've sat on it for that long now. It's the cushion part has gone, and I feel like I'm just standing on a wooden board.
I want one like Rolex. Is that like so?
Yeah, but if you noticed, it lights up, but he doesn't use it. Right, let me change camera and come back on. Spruce says that was no chair. Well, it definitely wasn't me. I admit mine.
It definitely wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Dooby doo.
Okay, so we'll be back next week, same time, same place, for the MCC UK. Hopefully, DS Models and Horlicks will be back with us next week. Don't know if Dano will be because he's back at work now. So
I think he said he's off next Tuesday because we've got the
right.
He probably will be.
Okay, and yeah, it's been a real good night. Thank you, Lindsay, for coming on.
You're welcome.
It's been a pleasure. Even though it's normally the way around, Lindsay, you're doing the chat and everything, and yeah.
It's nice to sit and relax.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming on.
That's why I said to Mark last night when you were dealing with it, I said to Mark, invite Lindsay.
Well,
yeah, because I thought you always doing your show and you're not getting a chance. At least on this show you can sit and do your modelling.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't it? I never get a chance to do anything.
The good news is I gave Lindsay plenty of warning earlier. To yeah, because we were sorting out your StreamYard, but thank goodness. So yeah, so thank you everybody. I'll let these say goodbye and then we'll wrap up the show.
Well, it's good night from me.
And it's a good night from me.
And it's a good night from me. I'll catch you all. I will be on Lindsay's stream tomorrow night at 7 p.m. So good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.